Hey everybody, it's me, the Traveling She Brew. Um, it's the night before my trip, and I am so nervous. I have been running around all day, getting prepared. I got my COVID test back yesterday, and it basically is negative, so I get to board my plane. My plane leaves at like 8:30 in the morning. Um, I've done a lot of running around today. I have went to the post office to put my mail on hold. I washed my cars. I went ahead and cleaned out my refrigerator, took out my trash, just make sure that things won't be smelling bad, closed all my drains, closed my toilets, because, you just want to make sure critters don't get in, doing the security perimeter of my home, making sure everything is good with my cameras and my security, and making sure all of my banks have been notified, which I did that probably about a week ago. I notified my banks of traveling and did those things. I'm making sure tonight that all of my devices are charged and that I have everything in my luggage. I've been packing since for like 4 days. I wanted to be very concise and not forget anything. So I've been going over. I had to make a to-do list today of things that I needed to do before I left. And it was just really some housekeeping and some last minute errands and making sure things were taken care of. And so now that, and some of those things that I had to do were things that I didn't want to do when I came back, and I knew that I wasn't going to want to do, just laundry and cleaning, and got my luggage going. I got my cameras and stuff. Um, I spoke with my lodging Airbnb, and they're going to be providing a map for when I arrive, so that I can just have my driver take me directly there, and then I'll go and grab some essential items. Since Senegal is on a curfew of 9 p.m., when I get in, it'll be morning, but I know I'll be a little tired, so I'm just going to grab some essentials, go to my lodging, grab some essentials, and I might do a little looking around, but it won't be very much time for that. I'll probably be tired and just want to relax a little bit in the Airbnb that night. Um, get some food. I know I'm gonna be hungry. I've been trying to figure out what food options are gonna be like there for me, and kind of thinking ahead. Like, should I take some rice that I like to eat? Should I take some like snacks that I like to eat? And I'm gonna take some snacks that I like to eat, definitely. Um, but I'm gonna really give everything a chance as far as trying the foods that are cultured for that area. Um, and as long as it's clean, because, I have dietary laws to keep. And so that for me, it means whether or not it's clean or unclean. It's just the dietary laws. So, I am just excited. I'm so nervous. I also I'm feeling like a little bit jittery. I'm like excited and nervous. It's something I haven't been. And I actually last night I started crying because I was like, I can't believe I'm taking this trip. It was excitement. It was a little bit of fear. It was a little bit of disappointment as well, because I didn't want to take the trip alone, but I'm taking the trip alone. And then today I just started thinking about it, and I give all praises and glory to the Most High. Um, it may be meant for me to go alone. Some journeys are not meant to take with others, and I'm okay. I'm gonna fly solo on this one. It's going to be meaningful. It's going to be a good experience. I'm putting all praises to the Most High, and I'm giving Yah the glory. And I know He's going to keep me from any perils, anything coming my way. And I'm just praying that I have a safe trip, that I don't get sick, that I don't have any issues with lodging, and I don't have any issues with security or any people issues either. I just want to be learn about the culture, be accepting of it. I know there's going to probably be some things are going to be a culture shock to me, but I think I'm a little bit prepared for that. Unlike a lot of people, um, that I notice that are traveling and are also YouTubers or vloggers or whatever. Um, they may not have experience with different cultures. As for me, I grew up in an area that was pretty much a melting pot, but I also worked in an intercultural department where my main responsibility was to invoice um, instructors who had been teaching individuals how to acclimate to different environments, and that was all around the world. So you had Asian countries, countries in the Middle Eastern, countries in Africa, even places here in the United States that these people were expatting to. And they were needing these intercultural services in which they help you understand what the cultural norms are, how to, speak the language, maybe how to get a job, reading certain signs in the area, get your kids enrolled in school. Um, but that was a good experience for me, and then as well as marketing in college. I learned, things that could be offensive in different cultures, in different countries. And so that is something that I'm going to keep very close in mind and be mindful of as I'm traveling to different areas and I'm meeting with different people. I always want to know and understand what their expectations are, what their culture's like, what is respectful, what is disrespectful. And then you need to be understanding of that and cognizant. So I think that if you have that approach, you'll avoid a lot of issues with locals, a lot of issues that you may even have acclimating and be able to understand as soon as you get to realize that, listen, this is something that is a cultural norm or a religious norm or a belief that they have, a custom. And we have very many customs and cultures in my own culture that many people don't understand. And so it may cause offense to one if they don't understand. So I'm hoping that with all my ignorance to different cultures, because I have never traveled abroad before, and so I am going to be very ignorant of different things. But I'm wanting to learn about this, and so I'm just excited to visit Goree Island, to go over to the Leopold Museum, to visit some of the art museums, and I'm also excited to get my hands on some unique jewelry and art pieces, and also donate to the locals. I'll be donating all of my daughter Anaya's books that she had, which was a very emotional decision for me, but I think it's something that my daughter would have most certainly approved of and would have been excited about. I don't think she would have been excited about me taking the trip. And I think she would have been like, well, Mom, I can almost hear her voice. Mom, that's good. Like, yeah, get my books, because my oldest daughter is an avid reader, but my youngest daughter, she liked books, but she wasn't as strong and passionate about them as my oldest daughter. If it was her book collection, I'd probably be thinking twice about donating them because I know how much they meant to her. So, but with that being said, I hope to give a lot of literature to some young children that are in need and that are also practicing the English language. So that is a highlight for me. That means a lot. And then, of course, whatever I can donate, as I would here in the United States, my time, food, money, care bags, whatever I can do over there while I'm there, I plan on doing something charitable. I don't know what it is yet. I didn't bring clothes and things like that with me. I wish that I was traveling, or perhaps if I were staying longer, if I were shipping things in the country, I would definitely have a lot of stuff to donate. But that doesn't mean that I can't contribute in a monetary way while I'm there or spend money with vendors. And I don't even plan on really negotiating because, and this is my reason why, I understand if they upcharge for tourists. I understand some people think it's not fair. I, to an extent, can understand it, especially if you're going to like expat to that country or if you're really tight budgeting. I guess the way I see it is that I would love to support the locals. And so, no, I don't necessarily want to be charged more than another customer, but I do want to come in with the mind frame of supporting the locals and giving something. I don't want to come in and I don't want to be looked as a taker from the continent. I want to give something back and I want to learn. So follow me on my journey. I am hoping that you all enjoy my footage and that you hit and like the subscribe button and that you continue to support me. But most of all, just support individuals who are going to be expating to learn about their culture, to learn about other cultures, and just embracing um, a new venture. So that's pretty much what it is for me. I'm embracing traveling. I'm embracing this new venture. And I'm hoping that the experience is one that I can learn from and that I can teach you all through my eyes and my experience. And this is 100% going to be from my eyes, my view, how I feel. And I don't have any intentions on offending anyone or being biased, but I want to give an open, honest opinion from my view and just overall. So I'm hoping that it's accepted, but I know that everyone has an opinion. I'm here for any comments, and I most certainly appreciate all your support and your prayers. And thank you, and I hope to see you again soon. Shalom.